See? With enough leverage, you could go anywhere.
Hey, because he's using a lever. I'm not enamored by these jokes and puns. It's even me saying it, I love puns. Right. Oh, not paying attention. Hey. Dodged away.
Now, doopsie-doo.
So she do, surely. Not sure if I should complain about the narrator or about Renardo. Right, so you're not rotating, so if I just get here, I'll be alright. And there we are. And here we are, wherever we are. I say that like, oh.
At least could not get past this point. Obviously, the temple builders knew how to deal with tomb raiders.
And Tomb Ravens. That's not even a good pun. That's just like, they sound similar. So yes, I assume that we can just go and grab Zenobia. She obviously does care, and it'll be a different story, obviously, without Lupino. I mean, even that...
There was an inscription. Praised the sun.
That is a reference to something. I know that much. I don't know what that reference is to, but I know it's a reference to something. Oh, that is quite useful. I didn't realise that was a useful thing to do, but apparently it is. Yeah, so you're just activating these to put these walls up again, aren't you? And there we go. I'm accidentally helping myself and not getting myself killed. Yay. Not getting killed. That looks Iblis stony.
It was a stone of the purest blackness. It reflected no light, like a void made solid. Nervous, he picked it up. I can make you mighty. Who said that? Give blood. It was the stone. Eager, thirsty. Kill the Emperor's daughter.
That seemed tempting and terribly wrong. Zenobia was the Emperor's greatest general and a potent witch. But they had been close once, and Renardo wasn't sure he really wanted to be Emperor. Why not capture the core of Skyripper instead? It was the eye of a lost god, torn out by the transcendent Emperor to power his greatest weapon.
What's the core?
Said the stone anxiously.
Suddenly the core is a lot more tempting. I know, okay, now it's the triangle button, it's undecided what exactly I'm using. Blood and Death Iblis. So, I assume that's that you go and kill her, you don't go and capture her. Oh, that's annoying. Could Renardo really kill Zenobia even if she was the Emperor's greatest general? Maybe Renardo could simply instead get the Skyripper's core.
The stone bothered him. He hated being told what to do. Wasn't that why he joined the rebellion? Wasn't that why he'd refused to be a soldier? He'd agreed to come on board only if he could freelance. The stone felt a bit clingy.
Red
The
Lyrium-y.
sage Calaveras had told him where to find the Skyripper, a weapon capable of challenging the gods. Even without its armature, the core would still possess great power. He would go there.
Yes, so... I mean, I was umming and ahhing about going to Zenobia, because I thought maybe we'd just capture her like in the last one, but...
The moment he landed the Farfarer, Renardo had a rare feeling of regret. It's not too late, he thought. You could turn around and sail for Zenobia's island. He frowned. Wait a minute. He didn't want to kill Zenobia, did he? Sure, technically she was the enemy, but they'd been at Sword Food School together. They'd never been lovers, but somehow they'd been closer. She'd told him every secret about herself. Except the biggest one. That she was the Emperor's daughter. No. Kill Zenobia, whispered the stone. Before it's too late. Once you try it, you're hooked.
Yeah, so it's... the stone is trying to influence our actions. That's not terrifying and creepy at all. So, yeah, let's not. Let's jump down. Or I can loot. Yeah, the fact that the Iblis Stone wants us to kill Zenobia I don't like, and the fact that the Iblis Stone doesn't like the core makes me like the core. I don't know what it is. Red lyrium! Ah, I was right. So being uploads more things to level our stuff up. We are growing purple.
There was something sour in the air. Like the earth had ruptured over something that had been fermenting for a very long time.
Maybe I should have gone for the armature. Well, I mean, we've got 3 options. Like, I'm going to try and stick to just doing 3 stories, so it kind of makes sense to grab the armature. I mean, if we get a happy ending, I think I'll probably settle with one with a happy ending on 2 stories. Oh, I wanted to attack you, matey. Oh my goodness. Oh, what? I'm really bad at this. I was really bad at this. I've been really bad at this. Oh.
The stone hadn't lied about what it could do for him. With each raven he cut down, he felt a jolt of power flowing into his arm. You're weak, whispered the stone. The core will kill you. Are you afraid of it? No, don't be ridiculous. It chuckled. But it's unstable. It will poison you if someone just carry it. And if you try to use it, it will explode catastrophically. Reynardo did not trust rocks that talked in his head. He went onwards.
Sensible man.
Can I borrow that?
Oops. What? I'm countering. I'm using the correct buttons, directions, and everything. Getting little divots of health back every time I kill someone. It's really weird and off-putting. I don't like it. It seems evil. I don't like evil.
Was that your shield?
What? I'm countering. I'm pressing the buttons. Stop it. I could have done that a lot better. Ominous automatically opening doors happening again. There we go.
As he approached the core, the stone became hysterical. No, it's too much power. We'll rip a hole in space and time. He had a sudden vision of plunging his gauntlet into the core and dying in anguish. That wasn't his vision, was it? The stone had sent him its darkest fears, hadn't it? He had a sudden impulse to do exactly that. He raised his right fist and plunged it into the core. There was a rush of light. He thought he could hear the stone screaming. And then he passed out. When Reynardo came to, The core was gone. But the Iblis stone was no longer black, but glowing with a blue light. And it was silent. "I can't hear you," he sang out. And, "Yoo-hoo!" It didn't answer. "Ha!" he said. He had defeated the demonic gem with the power of his mind. He felt invincible. It was time to attack the Imperial outpost on the Nexus. Take the battle to the enemy.
Ooh, very
But
good.
among the huge crystals, there was also an observatory. A wise man would probably ask the scientists exactly what he had first. How wise was he?
We have just gone to the... We did go to the observatory last time. Would make sense. It never hurts to ask for advice. You can always ignore it. Of course you can. Let us go.
As the Farfarer made its way toward the Nexus, Renato could see tiny sparks in the blackness that was the Iblis stone. As if somewhere within it, the core was still spitting out energy, which the Iblis stone sucked in hungrily. You'd think the stone would want this kind of power, wouldn't it? Thought Renato. Well, the scientists would explain it all.
Yes, let's find out. Was this a good idea or not? I'm saddened that we don't have Zenobia with us. Guess I'll have to level up.
See? He'd trusted his gut, and it had worked out. That's what it meant to be a hero. To ignore the naysayers and the oddmakers, and do what you knew was right, and have it turn out to be the right thing. Well, he wasn't worried. Once he got to the observatory, the scientist toads could explain it. Then he could carry the war into the enemy's camp and destroy them all. Oh dear, he was getting a little bloodthirsty, wasn't he?
Oh dear, I've made another horrible choice, haven't I? More health maybe? Yeah, more health.
Nice. That could be useful.
Yes, could be. Let us head on, shall we? This is terrifying me. I assume, are we close to wrapping up this story? Because like the last section of the other one was when he was talking about heroes. Are we going to go a horrible murderous rampage and kill all the scientists? I hope not. I like scientists. I'm a mathematician.
What were these poles exactly? Parking meters from the time of the lost gods?
It's not really fully explained, is it? The thing is, if we go to rescue Lapino, we can't not come back with Lapino. So basically, I do quite like this, in the fact that you're kind of learning bit by bit what you're meant to do or not do. It kind of reminds me a little bit of there's a board game called Time Stories that I've not played, but I've heard about, and it seems to be very similar in that, where you play through a particular time, a certain amount of times, and you take certain actions, and as you go through the game, you learn what's the sensible thing to do, how to solve the puzzles and whatnot. I see. There we go, fuel gone. I know I can in theory use it to my advantage, the warlock to my advantage, but I can't seem to figure it out. I always end up getting myself killed or horribly maimed and burned. Or is it burnt? Probably burnt. Normally the British version has T at the end, just to be really confusing.
Renato had never felt better in his life. Normally, a battle would wear him down and he would need a night's sleep. Now he felt like he could go all night and all day. He felt like people were cheering him on, and he could practically hear their applause as he slew one raven after another.
May as well keep my health up. Yeah, so we're kind of looping around, but we are looping around in different places in different ways. The map, we're going through different parts of it. I think I might be horribly wrong.
the Iblis Stone and the Skyripper Core. Two artifacts from the time of legends. Renato was becoming a legendary hero, wasn't he? He had enough power to save the rebellion, but he had to understand this power, so he would not misuse it.
Yes. Ooh, so we can't upgrade this, but we can craft ourselves the Winter Thorn.
This sword from the frigid north was really useful for making popsicles and birdsicles.
We'll try using that for a little bit then. And, oh, I can't get over there. That's disappointing. Oh well. Oh. And, so yeah, we're doing this puzzle again. Not realizing when you're...
Energy spheres.
Ouch.
Easy to dodge, but boy do they sting if you didn't pay attention.
Oh, is that what they are? Oh!
Boy, some people were just liable to explode if you upset them.
Watch out for them when it hit or thrown, they will explode after a few seconds, so use them to your advantage. Okay, still don't like them. I'm just repeatedly hammering the X button and getting myself into... Oh, I'm dead!
Closed, bud. He said to no one in particular as he died.
Yes, I died. So I suspect this is maybe the last one then. Oh. Oh, of course, classic. That was terrible. Am I not getting health from killing these? Oh, I'm still getting health from killing
That
these.
had gone rather well, actually.
Still don't like that. Whole draining people's life force thing. Not a fan. Not a fan. Seems very decided. It seems decidedly evil. Yeah, so we'll see what's we'll see what happens. I mean, if we get a happy ending, I may leave it here, or if we don't get a happy ending, I may have the play a third story.
If they didn't want their things broken, they really ought to make them stronger.
Yes, this isn't my stuff. I should probably not be fighting them and looting them, should I? Interact.